Lewis Hamilton managed to claim a second-placed finish behind only Max Verstappen at last weekend's Australian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton will have renewed hopes of curbing Max Verstappen's dominance over the coming weeks and months after Mercedes technical director James Allison insisted that the Silver Arrows are making progress in their bid to close the performance gap to Red Bull. Mercedes have endured a turbulent start to the year but were able to join the podium celebrations at last weekend's Australian Grand Prix, with Hamilton crossing the line in second place at the end of the 58-lap contest. The result marked a tangible step in the right direction for Mercedes, although they might have had two cars on the podium if George Russell had not suffered a power unit failure in the early stages of the race. Allison has since declared that although Red Bull are still comfortably stronger in terms of outright pace as things stand, it may not be long before Mercedes catch up with them after moving ahead of Ferrari and Aston Martin. I think overall, we feel a sense of quiet satisfaction that we have moved the car forward, but from a performance point of view we've probably got about as much as it is able to give right now, said Allison in a video on Mercedes' official YouTube channel. That happiness, of course, is tempered by the disappointment that we only got one to the flag, and that George was not able to show what he was capable of in the car on race day, having performed very strongly up to that point in the weekend. We didn't have huge breakthroughs but we moved forward a little bit. We put a small amount on the leaders Red Bull and were starting to get on terms with and maybe just nose a whisker in front of Ferrari and Aston Martin. It remains to be seen whether Mercedes will be able to keep improving over the coming weeks, with the Silver Arrows having until the end of this month to thrash out any forthcoming upgrades to their car ahead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Baku. Allison went on to reveal that Mercedes are currently working on a suspension tweak in order to ease Hamilton's concerns after he admitted to feeling disconnected to the car at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We will be working as hard as we can in the drawing office to convert the things that the wind tunnel found a few weeks ago into performance that we deliver to the track, continued Allison. We will be working in the drawing office also to bring some mechanical parts to the car, some different suspension components that we think will help the underlying balance of the car and make it a more drivable thing, making it something that the drivers have more confidence to push right to the limits. And we will be working on the normal sort of simulation loop and routine that allow us to prepare for the race weekends that are coming up, making sure that we land the car in the right place when we get to the race.